Something, exactly. If only I read Shakespeare, I would be able to tell you which one it was.
Yeah, same here.
All right. Well, thank you, buddy. And we will talk to you. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Tom.
Okay, you take care.
Bye-bye.
No, sorry. Which one, 3?
Yes.
Purple shirt.
Tommy, what's this second stuff?
You're going down. He said it for a fact.
No, 2004 is going to be the year. The year that Officer Tom is decimated.
Really?
Yes.
So it'll be the year he loses 10%.
Oh, no, he's losing everything.
Really?
Yep. He's going down in the death cage for sure. Absolutely. I'm going to finish him once and for all.
Oh, I hung up on him. I'm sorry. FMU, you're on the air.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. What's your name?
I'm Chris.
How you doing, Chris?
I'm pretty good.
Where are you calling from?
Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
It's not so bad.
It isn't?
It's not great, but it's not bad.
Do you like the Rockets?
The Rockets are great, yeah.
Do you like Jeff Van Gundy?
Yeah, I was a one player, you know. He's pretty good.
How about Jeff Van Gundy?
Yeah, I'm glad to have him. Y'all, I guess New York is not so good to not have him. I think he's a great coach.
I think he's awesome. He's one of my favorite coaches ever.
He's kind of cleaning out the garbage here in Houston.
Exactly. Cleaning the scum off the street.
That's right.
Danny, what's going on else in Texas that you can tell us about?
Well, actually, I kind of had an idea maybe that you might be interested in.
What's that?
I was listening to some of your archives. I'm kind of a new listener.
Okay.
And I know you give people a hard time about smoking.
Sure.
Yeah, and in fact, like there was one show where you one of the listener, the caller had he was laughing and he had that smoker's cough.
Yeah.
And you just berated him about smoking.
Yes, I did.
And I'm actually a smoker myself, and I've been quit for a week.
How many packs a day did you smoke?
1 pack a day.
Okay.
And I got the kind of the cold that's been going around, the flu or whatever.
Sure.
And I was listening to your archives, and you just berating this guy, and so I decided to quit that day.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
So I'm thinking that you should start a smoking cessation program.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we already have Gord, who quit on his own. I did not help Gord. Gord Bravely, who is our Toronto chief up there.
Right, the webmaster?
The webmaster, yes.
Yeah.
He quit about a month or so ago.
Right on.
And now you can be the second person to quit.
Awesome.
Do you have it in you? Can you do it?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Oh, yeah. I've got it in me, yeah.
Good. How has it been for this past week?
Really easy, actually. There's only been a few times I really wanted to smoke, and I just it was one of those things that just said, hey, I'm not going to smoke anymore. I'm not using any aids, any patches or gum or anything like that. Cold turkey.
Well, if you need them, though, they're there for you.
Yeah, I actually have some, but I just I'd rather not use them if I don't have to.
Well, I have something very exciting to tell you.
What's that?
I have a call I'm going to play. Ready? This goes back to 1998. It's a special, exciting. The people have requested this.
All right.
It's from January of 1998. It's a show, Conventions, Inc. It was a broadcast that's only been heard one time. It has never been archived. It has never been replayed. It's classic Best Show.
Awesome.
And now do you want to hear it?
Oh, totally.
Well, let me just clear the lines. And I'm going to get it on for you.
Great.
Okay?
All right.
Well, thanks for calling again, buddy. Call me again. Let me know how you're doing with the smoking.
Sure, I will. Thanks, Tom.
But check in again and hang in there.
All right, thanks.
Keep it up.
All right.
You can do it.
Yeah, you're right.
Go Rockets.
Right on.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.
Bye. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, who's this?
It's Purple Shirt.
Oh, hey, how you
You
doing,
hung
buddy?
up on me before.
I did not hang up on you. Oh, that time I did. That time I'm not even going to pretend that I didn't hang up on you. That was flagrant. The only reason I hung up on him, though, Purple Shirt, is because I've got something so exciting. You know, people have asked that I'm going to play right now. Here on WFMU East Orange, WXHD Mount Hope worldwide on the World Wide Web at WFMU.org. People have asked me over the years. Obviously, there's a famous broadcast associated with the show, Rock, Rotten Rule, which we did. I can't talk about that. But the follow-up to that was called Conventions, Inc. And it took place in January of 1998. 1/21/98 to be example. To be example. To be exact. It has never been aired since that day until today. It's classic. Early best show. Hey, how dare this guy say I have bad things to say about Austin? I like Austin a lot. For shame. Boris, get your act together on the message board saying I got stuff to say about Austin. You're wrong. I like Austin. As much as I like Austin, I love Conventions, Inc. And I want you all to check this out. Just sit back and relax. Take off your shoes. Keep your socks on. Take off your shirt. Keep your pants on. Put on a baseball cap. Sit back. Relax. Get a soda out of the refrigerator and put it into the freezer so that it will be cold. But don't leave it in there too long because it will freeze on you. And then you'll have to leave it on the counter overnight, waiting for it to defrost. And then it will taste weird. But it won't skunk like beer, because soda does not have hops in it. And enjoy Conventions, Inc. here on WFMU. The best show on WFMU, presenting this classic presentation that I like to call Conventions, Inc. Please take us back to January of 1998. Oh, fantastic time machine. Okay, why don't we go to the phones now? It should be WFMU. You're on the air. Hello? Hello? WFMU, you're on the air.
Yeah, who's this?
Is this Paul Higgins?
This is Paul Higgins.
Yes. Hey, Paul, this is Tom from WFMU.
Yeah, how's it going?
It's going all right.
Hey, we got some rock and roll, and hope you don't mind. Is it too loud? We got Mick and the boys.
Yeah, it is a little loud.
Is it loud? Did you see him on Bridges?
I'm sorry?
Did you see him on Bridges?
I can't hear you.
Bridges of Babylon tour. Did you see him?
No.
They kicked ass.
I didn't get to see him.
Oh, they did it.
Okay, Now, Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
You're one of the premier theme convention promoters in the.
Hello. I am the godfather of the convention.
The godfather of the convention.
Yes.
Okay. Well, is that your own
I've been
title?
voted that by Convention Weekly.
Convention Weekly voted you godfather of the convention.
Godfather of the modern day convention.
Okay, and okay, so you are the godfather of the modern day convention,
Yes, you got it.
self-titled godfather of the modern
Not
day.
self-titled. Voted by Convention Weekly. Say it. Say the words.
You were voted by Convention Weekly to be the godfather of the modern convention.
There, it's out there for all to hear and to digest.
As opposed to the old-fashioned convention. I
You
guess.
got it.
All right, so
That was Saul Berkman.
mm-hmm. back when.
Back, I don't know when he was around, but he did his thing. I'm doing mine.
Okay, I guess. How did you get your start?
Well, I started back in my first con was MashCon 1990. But before that, I ran a store called Happy Days, DAZE, here in Atlanta. We dealt in memorabilia and whatnot, and took it over from my ailing father-in-law. And it was something I was not interested in doing, but I soon grew to love it. And I saw there were a lot of diehard fans out there for specific shows and people and whatnot, and we decided to go for MASH. We had 12,000 people packed into the Omni Hilton
of Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
So MashCon would be the first one of the conventions that you produced.
You got it. Number one. I had a partner back then. I'd rather not get too deep into that. We're still in litigation.
Okay, so MashCon, what year was that again?
That was 1990.
Okay, and what got you to do MashCon? What was the production like, first of all?
What do you mean? Like, who do we have? We had the lovely and talented Loretta Swit and the irascible Jamie Farr, among others. We also had a MASH Jeep.
For the production, you actually had a MASH Jeep.
We got it from straight off the set. Yeah.
Okay, so that was 19. Is it 92?
Will you listen to me? I'm saying 1990.
I'm sorry. Okay, 1990. So that was your first convention that you did.
For the ninth time, yes.
I'm sorry. I'm a little nervous. I don't do a lot of interviews on the radio.
Don't sweat it.
Okay, so
I've been yelling all day. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this Seinfeld con together. Wayne Knight has given me about a bunch of hassles.
The Seinfeld con, that would be kind of exciting. So you do all kinds of conventions.
We do it all.
So you have a Seinfeld convention on the horizon.
You got it.
What other cons are coming up?
Well, we got Simpsons Con. We're very excited about this. We just received word today that Fox is going to display animation cells that were actually used. One featuring Colonel Hap Hapablap from episode, I believe it was 3F08, and from episode 3F07, Detective Don Brodka. So we got those cells. They're not up for auction, but they're on display for all the fans to see.
Well, that's exciting. So Simpsons Con, where is that?
That is going to be, let me check my my scheduling here. That's going to be in Cleveland, Ohio, at the Convention Center.
Okay, that's not exactly local for us. Where are
you calling from?
We're broadcasting out of New Jersey.
New Jersey. Oh, you're in luck, my friend. Okay, we got Serial Con 98 coming up on March 2nd at the Asbury Park Convention Center. And be featuring a gentleman by the name of Peter Newman, who I'm sure several of your listeners out there will know as the holder of the largest collection of cereal boxes, including the much coveted Fatty Arbuckle Golden Flakes box.
So Cereal Con.
Cereal Con.
That's what Cereal Con is like. Cereal Con? I mean, I'm not exactly. I mean, I know
Tommy,
things.
have you eaten cereal?
Yes.
Then you know cereal.
Oh, so it's actually just a convention for just.
You've got cereal memorabilia.
Okay, that's a big thing?
That's a big thing. As a matter of fact, we don't have him this year, but in the past, we have had Mr. Sir, where's the name here? I got it here. He's a good friend. Where's the name?
Real good friend.
Sir Reginald Clark. He was the inventor of Quisp.
Okay, so it's I guess there are
Cereal Con 95.
Mm-hmm, so there are different cereal memorabiliists out there.
There's all kinds of things. We got. I don't know if you remember the White Whale Captain Crunch vanilla line. It was very short-lived.
And people, what do they collect? The actual cereal? I mean, they go in to a cereal con. If you remember a cereal from the 60s or 70s that's not on the market, what do you go in for? I mean, I'm not asking this to be a wise guy. I'm just asking because I.
Well, you know you're coming off as one. You know that.
I'm not trying to come off as a wise guy because I just don't know. I don't collect cereal or cereal boxes or whatever people.
I don't either. I put the convention on that. There are guys that actually run the whole thing for me. I've never been to one, but I've had Sir Reginald at my house to sup on various occasions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Cereal Con's one of the upcoming ones.
That's one of our biggies, yeah.
For this, that's coming up.
We have people who own every Wheaties box since 1952.
Wow, that's So those are the dealers who were at the show.
You got it.
So you can buy stuff like that.
People will pay top dollar for this stuff too.
So what? I guess you did CerealCon, MashCon. What are some of the other more popular conventions?
Well, also coming to your area, we got NirvanaCon '98.
NirvanaCon.
That's going to be at Expo Center. I believe that's in Edison.
Okay.
That's May 23rd. We got Chad Channing, original Nirvana drummer, Butch Vig, producer, and special guest Timothy Pollen, who was the baby on the cover of Nevermind.
The baby from the cover of Nevermind.
You got it.
How old is he?
Can I use the F word?
No. You can't use the F word.
He's probably 6, 7.
Okay, so he'll be there, and I guess he'll be signing autographs and...
He'll be signing autographs, so will Butch and Chad.
Okay, so...
It's the first NirvanaCon ever.
All right, so for NirvanaCon and any other...
What else we got coming up? We got, let me see here. Oh, yeah, we got our on-running ones. We got BeatlesCon, we got Jaws, Abbott and Costello, Jane Mansfield, Hershey's, Pepsi, Saturday Night Live. We've been fortunate enough to have such great cast members as Charles Rocket, Denny Dillon, Tony Rosado, Ellen Cleghorn, and Gail Mathias, to name but a few. Joe Piscopo also, the great one. We've had Kiss, a Kiss convention featuring Mark St. John. MASH, as I said, X-Files, we had the wonderfully talented Mitch Pileggi, Alf, Clark Bar, Doritos, featuring the always funny Chris Elliott. We're trying to get away from the horror stuff. We used to do a horror con, but now we're just devoting time to just Dracula. We're doing Dracula in, where's that going to be? That's in Cincinnati at the Neumann Coliseum. That's going to be on March 18th. And we've got Jimmy Lugosi.
Is it Bela Lugosi's, I guess, one of his relatives?
It's better than that. He's an impersonator.
So he's a Bela Lugosi impersonator.
As far as I know, the only black Lugosi impersonator.
Black?
Yes.
He's a black? So that's even...
Oh, I didn't know I was calling I didn't know this was a racist show.
I'm sorry. It's not. I'm not racist. I'm just... It's a little surprising to me that that you would say that would be even better than one of his family members, an impersonator.
Look, his family members... Excuse me, I didn't get to eat dinner tonight. His family... Grayson, give me this Coke! His family members, they just sit there. They don't do nothing. I had them at Dracula Con 95. They just sat there like bums on logs.
So this guy actually gets up and...
He does the thing that Lugosi did so well.
Could you turn the music down again, please?
Hey, Mick, I got to bring it down. Sorry, we got a nerd over here. All right.
So you actually do a lot of different conventions around America.
I do them all. People say I've got a monopoly, but I beg to differ. It's a free country. It's like Bill Gates. He does it best, and so do I.
Mm-hmm. I actually heard something that you're, if I remember, the godfather of the modern day convention.
You got it.
That you copyrighted.
I copyrighted the word con, C-O-N. You know why?
Why?
Those bastards in Kiss stuck it to me real good in '94.
Yeah, Kiss actually do their own convention. You don't do the Kiss con that comes to New York and then was at Roseland.
My thing is billed as, this is one word, the original Kiss con. That's one word, no separation. That's the best I could do because of those guys.
Mm-hmm. Because I know that I remember reading the Kiss actually copyrighted, the words Kiss Con and Kiss Convention.
You got it.
So you got a copyright on, what was that again? The original Kiss Con?
Hello. It's one word. There's no separation. The original Kiss Con.
Mm-hmm. And that's how you. So they obviously disputed your.
They said I infringed on their. Can I say the F word?
No. I told you can't say the F word on the radio.
Their friggin' copyright.
Okay, they.
So now I got to do this, the original Kiss Con. Before it was just Kiss Con, whatever. And then they came down on me, and then we're still in litigation.
Mm-hmm. So that's obviously still up in the air.
You got it.
So the Kiss Con. So those are some of your more popular cons. What would be?
I should also mention we got Millennium Con coming up. We got 2 Millenniums. One for the show. With that fine actor Lance Henriksen, and we got one for the actual Millennium event. That's going to be in October $19.99, and tickets go on sale, let me see here, next Tuesday. That's going to be in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
The Millennium Con for the actual...
At the Dome.
At the Dome in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
You got it.
So, you're just kind of... I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought here. You were naming your conventions, and then you started talking about the Millennium Convention. A lot of these conventions seem to be, though, if I could say, are a little specific, I guess. You know,
that's what people want. And I would be the first to admit that I've had several failures over the years. We had a loser of a con with Paul Hogan, Crocodile Dundee. We had a very small turnout for Hammock Con 92, 7-Eleven Con.
Excuse me, Paul?
Smurf Con 95 was bad, which was a shame because we had the voices of all the Smurfs, with the exception of Glenn Rutledge, the great one, who was the voice of Papa Smurf, and he was homesick with the strep.
So those are your least successful ones. You said Hammock?
Hammock Con, yes.
And what? You mean a convention for? I mean, I understand the cereal thing. You collect cereal because it's like a pop culture thing, and there's different brands that come out. You know, it's commercially. But hammocks, is it the same business for hammocks?
You've obviously never read Hammock Illustrated, my friend.
No, I guess. So there's actually a society of hammock.
They're called Hammock Tears.
Hammock what?
Hammock Tears.
Okay. So those are some of your least popular.
Those were not good. We also had a bomb with the Welcome Back Cotter. We had Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, the irascible Robert Hedges, the irrepressible Gabe Kaplan, and also John Sebastian.
Mm-hmm. And that didn't...
That did not do well. Also, Men at Work, another shame because all 4 members turned out.
All 4? I thought there were 5.
I don't think so. I didn't go to that one.
Oh.
We also had MeatCon. That was not a good turnout either.
MeatCon.
Meat. We had reps from all the chains. We had free samples, novelty products like gums and mints that were meat flavored.
Well, I wonder why that one didn't go over.
I don't know. Could have been. It was a weekday. I don't know. But my biggest failure.
Some of these conventions, it actually seems like you should have thought better of actually doing them in the first place.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How many conventions have you put on?
I don't.
How many millions have you made?
Actually, I don't. I'm not a millionaire. You're a millionaire.
You got it.
From just doing conventions with different...
From just doing conventions.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry. I just thought that some of these, it would seem like obviously that
Look,
they wouldn't...
it's like any gamble. You're gambling. You're going to lose sometimes. I lost big on HitlerCon.
HitlerCon. HitlerCon?
That's something I'm not at all proud of. As I said before, I had a partner to begin with. We lasted 3 conventions together. I was against this from the very beginning, but I deferred to him because he'd been in the business longer than I had. He had several Star Trek conventions under his belt. I'm sure you've heard of Con for the Wrath of Khan series movie, and I gotta say, it just didn't feel right. And then, we had things like Eva Braun's coat, fur coat, something that was presented to us as Hitler's father's remains. And thankfully that was held up at JFK Airport. It never arrived. It turned out it wasn't his remains anyway. So, can I use the F word, Tom?
No,
My friggin' partner never shows up.
So that ended it.
I'm stuck holding the bag, 1, and 2, dealing with all those protesters.
So Hitler's father's remains? What would be the appeal in seeing...
Don't ask me. I was against it from the start. I've washed my hands of that guy. We're still in litigation.
It's kind of ghoulish, don't you think? To even
hey, I get called ghoulish all the time. But I will say this in our defense, in the defense of Conventions, Inc., we had already arranged Notorious B.I.G. Con 97. We'd already arranged Carl Perkins Con 98. And by the way, I want to add that we are hoping and trying to get a live feed from the funeral.
For Carl... Now, Carl Perkins died, I think, 3 days ago?
I believe you're right. I'm not positive.
And you're telling me that... When is this Carl Perkins Con?
This is going to be next Monday.
Next Monday?
Nashville, Tennessee.
But you're you're telling me that
Hyatt Regency.
again. Could you turn the music down again?
You got it. Here we go.
Okay, so you're telling me that you actually had in the works a Carl Perkins convention.
You got it.
For how long did you have something like this in the
works? We
works?
had this in motion since I believe July of '97.
So you actually had a Carl Perkins, but it's coincidental that it comes.
Are you doubting the man's popularity?
No, I'm not questioning the man's
popularity. Blue suede shoes.
No, of course I've heard of blue suede shoes. I'm not questioning the man's popularity at all. I'm just saying it seems a little coincidental that it comes down to that the convention happens to take place 1 week after the guy dies.
That's coincidence. You know, I got called that. I was called on that for DianaCon too.
For DianaCon,
yeah.
Which was.
Had how you want to look at the misfortune or the whatever of the coincidence of occurring 2 weeks after she died.
So you actually had a Princess Diana convention.
It was already gone. It was already planned.
So this is just so you're not a ghoul. You're saying you're
not a ghoul. But I will tell you this. I don't think any of my competitors can claim this. I can get a convention up and rolling in 36 hours. I did it with Mother Teresa.
So, but you weren't ghoulish with.
I'm never ghoulish. The only time I'm ghoulish is when I got that Jimmy Lugosi in the house.
Now you know you're on the radio. Could you just not eat for?
I told you I missed dinner tonight.
What are you eating?
Grace, get me something I can slurp.
What are you eating, by the way?
I'm eating these Tostitos. I can't stand them.
Okay, so you said that you could get a convention up in 36 hours, but yet you had the Carl Perkins one in the works for 7-8 months.
Listen to this. People are lobbying me constantly to get their cons up. That was when I finally gave in to. I've got someone calling me every day. This is no lie. Every day to do a Hall and Oates con. Not together, separate. They want Hall con, and on the same day they want Oates con. I don't think there's enough market for it.
And where was this?
This is going to be in their hometown of Philadelphia, PA.
But they actually were going to do a Darrell Hall con in one hall, no pun intended, and a John Oates hall. John Oates Con, I'm sorry, at a different building entirely.
Exactly.
So they were actually going to compete.
One in Philly, one, I believe, in Cherry Hill.
So they were actually going to go up against each other.
They were going to go up against each other. I think there was a 1 hour difference.
So that you're saying that did you do the Hall Con and the Oates Con?
No, I tell them every day I will do the two together. I will not do them separately.
Okay, so you actually look at yourself as one of the sharper convention.
The sharpest.
Okay, of the sharpest modern day godfather of conventions.
You got it.
So a lot of your competitors. I mean, you're not the only one in the business, though.
No, but I'm trying. Let me just say this. If you try to hold a convention with the word con in it, I will have your ass in court for so long that you will miss an entire season of Caroline in the City.
Because if you try to use the word convention in a. But see, that's the actual thing. It's a convention. I had
Simmons and Family do it to me.
Who did it to you?
Simmons and Family.
That's another convention company?
That's KISS.
Oh. Simmons and Family.
That's Stanley!
Oh, and Stanley.
Open your ears.
Well, you know, you're not exactly the clearest speaker. I have to.
Please forgive me. Are you a millionaire?
No, I'm not.
Well, then shut your cake hole, because I am.
Okay. So you being the leading convention magnate,
Thank you.
How do you deal with your competitors? You just told me you'd have them in court for a year.
You got it.
So what's the name of your company?
Conventions Inc. And we got a website, too. Very proud of. It's http://www.geocities.com/tilde amusement/production/BGPJ258/marketplace/conventions/con/HTML.
So that's your website.
That's the website. You want to get inside my gourd, you log on, as we say in the business.
Okay.
And we get busy.
How old are you, by the way?
42.
Okay, so you seem like you really, is it bazizzy, and then you're saying in the house, and...
In the his house, as my friend says.
Okay, so you, seems like you really have, kind of like, for a guy in his early 40s, you really have the lingo down that's hip nowadays.
I like to, hey, I think our motto sums it up best. Okay? And here it is. Now is the time for us to band together and fight for those things that we like and think are fun. Do you know who said that?
I have no idea.
The great one, Winston Churchill.
Wait, Winston Churchill said this. Can you read that again?
Now is the time for us to band together and fight for those things that we like and think are fun.
And that's Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill.
Wow. All the things you named.
Churchill Con 98 coming up in Boise at the Grand Canyon Pavilion.
Churchill Con. Okay, I guess now is there a market for something like that?
Hello. I just said there was a convention that proves there's a market.
So you don't think you might have another Hitler Con on your hands, or another one of those Welcome Back Kotter Cons? I guess time will tell.
Yeah, time will tell. You're really funny.
Do you do a lot of the card shows and sports conventions that are pretty common?
Tom, can I use the F word?
No, once and for all, you can't use the F word on the radio.
Well, then the answer is just no. I don't deal in cars. I don't deal in sporting events. I did one, and it was a disaster. Not financially, but it was a disaster because it soured me on all contact with sporting figures.
So what was that?
We had Cal Ripken.
Cal Ripken.
We had Cal Ripken Con 97.
And he was the Iron Man of...
He has a huge... Well, yeah, it's an iron chip on his shoulder.
Actually, that's kind of funny, because everybody seems to say that Cal Ripken's one of the nicer guys in sports.
Well, you could have fooled me. That's what I thought, too. He showed up, wouldn't sign anything. Kept asking for Volvic water all day. I had a six-pack of Avion. It wasn't good enough for him.
So, but he was cranky, and that's very surprising to me.
I was surprised too, but it soured me. It was strange because I wanted to do a Dolphins con. Getting back to the team from I believe it was '75 with the Zonka. I wanted to have him and Mercury Morris and the other guy. There was Jim Kick. But I'm not going to do that now. I'll tell you who else I will never work again with.
Who's that?
Ray Walston, my favorite Martian.
Wow, why?
I don't want to get into it. We're still in litigation with his estate, and also Don Wells from Gilligan's Island.
So these people are just, you've had bad experiences with them over the last 6, 7, 8 years.
You got it.
Now, getting back to this Cal Ripken thing, he wouldn't sign anything.
He wouldn't sign anything. I was embarrassed for the man.
Now, he agreed to sign stuff and then backed out?
I just assumed he's a baseball player. He's going to sign stuff. He signs stuff from the moment he gets to the... Can I use the F word, Tom?
No.
The friggin' arena. He signs it for Joey Lunchpail. He signs the kid's friggin' ball.
Yeah, but that's at the ballpark. I mean, this is something, if these guys are going to sign baseballs and bats.
Well, I think it falls under the assumption clause that I have them sign.
See, because from how I understand how they do it, these athletes agree to sign, like they agree ahead of time to sign 500 bats and 500 balls, and that sounds like that's something that should have been established ahead of time.
Look, you're nitpicking now.
Well, it just sounds like if you're so disappointed in the guy, you should have.
If you're so disappointed in the guy. Well, when's your baseball con going to be, man? Because I want to go to it and see how well you do.
I'm not even making an attempt to be in the convention business. I mean, you claim to be the modern godfather.
I was voted
of conventions. And it just sounds like if you're going to trash a guy up and down like that, you should, your opinion should at least be challenged. I mean, as the host, I think I have a responsibility to do that.
I'm trying to stay on an even keel here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, by the way, I have with me Paul Higgins, who is one of the leading convention producers of across America.
Yeah, please give a ring, give a call if you've been to any of my conventions. I'd love feedback. It's something that I'm very into, and I want to know if there are any conventions that you, the listening audience in the Cleveland area, would have.
We're in the New Jersey, New York area.
New Jersey, New York area would have what kind of conventions you want to see, because it's you and the people that I want to please.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, which actually leads to mine. Which convention is there that you would always like to do, which has been your dream, but it's never come to fruition?
Well, let me think for a second. Tommy, I'm staring at $1 million check that's tacked to my wall in my office, made out for $1 million for 4 hours of service to the multi-talented and fascinating Carol O'Connor.
Okay, so $1 million you would give.
I would the first one I ever wanted to do, Own the Family Con, 90. He's a lone holdout. I will not have it without him.
With the without Carol O'Connor. So you'd pay him $1 million for 4 hours.
$1 million. The check is right here, right now. I'm looking at it right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so. All right. By the way, the number is 973-678-7743.
Let me also say, coming up, we have Skittles Con, we have Milk Con 98, we have Duran Duran, Charmin, with the irrepressible Mr. Whipple, Dick Wilson.
I thought Mr. Whipple had died.
Ray! Grace is coming in here. I'll ask her myself.
Mm-hmm. So. Is there anybody else that you always wanted to do a convention with while we're waiting?
Let me think. Always a pleasure to do one with the mighty Neil Young.
Neil Young.
In the past, I've done Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. What I like to call Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young weekend.
Mm-hmm. So it's a weekend. So you do the four guys tribute over 2 days?
We do 4 days in a row. Each guy gets his own day.
So you actually have 4 days, a 4-day weekend for.
Starting on Sunday, we got Neil Young, because he's the big he's the head cheese as far as the public is concerned. Then we got Crosby on Monday. We got the other guy Nash on Tuesday, and finishing it all up, we got Stills on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. And. How did that go in terms of?
Let me just say, for Stills, I could have held the convention in the men's room.
Really?
Yeah.
It was
not a big turnout.
How many people would turn out for something?
A
like
lot
that?
less than for Neil Young.
So how many showed up for Neil Young?
We had 12,000.
12,000 for Neil Young. So that's a good turnout. And
it's a great turnout.
Conversely, how many showed up for Stills on the?
A little bit less.
Like how many?
Little bit less.
Like 2,000?
Less.
Like 200?
Down more.
50?
Little bit less.
30?
Do you want me to say the number and humiliate Mr. Stills out there?
I guess, yeah, actually I do.
7.
So I guess you actually literally could have held it in the men's room, like you said.
You're very funny.
That just wasn't enough. Okay, I'm just asking. You're very successful, but you like you said, there's the mistakes, and sometimes the mistakes are as interesting.
I'll tell you another mistake.
What's that?
That a lot of times merchandise and things that we auction off are presented to be something that they in actuality are not.
Mm-hmm.
The most expensive item that was ever auctioned off at a Conventions Inc. convention, the original Zapruder film. That was Assassin Con 92. Turned out to be a fake. It went up for $1 million, and we are still in litigation.
The original Zapruder film.
The original Zapruder film. It turned out not to be what it was purported to be.
Mm-hmm. What other $1 million? $1
million.
Okay, and what other big-ticket items have you seen at the different conventions?
We also had up for sale, and it actually went for $85,000. The microphone windscreen that is on Paul McCartney's microphone on the cover of the Beatles' classic album, Let It Be.
How much did that go for?
85,000.
85 grand somebody paid for the win.
You got it. And I believe the third place on that tally would be $3,000 for Jane Mansfield's right index finger.
Her right index finger.
Yeah, some ghoul, I guess, maybe whacked it off at the funeral or the embalming facility.
What convention would you sell something? Would somebody sell something like that at?
I guess you didn't hear me say Jane Mansfield Con.
I actually didn't. 973-678-7743 is the number if you want to ask Paul Higgins a question. He's one of the leading conventioneer producers in America.
This guy's an idiot. I am the king.
Okay, he's the godfather of the modern day convention as voted by.
I will tell you who else I would love to do a convention with.
Who's that?
I want to reunite the original Rat Pack.
I think that's going to be a little difficult. Cause,
oh, you do?
Well, I mean, when you consider that Dean Martin is dead and Sammy Davis Jr. is dead, yeah.
Look, those two guys are what I like to refer to as background characters. We still got Joey Bishop, the Prince, and we still got Shirley MacLaine, and we got Old Blue Eyes.
Well, you're going to get Frank Sinatra to show up at a convention, at one of your conventions.
I have 95% commitment from Old Blue Eyes himself.
When did you get this commitment?
Oh, I didn't know I was under interrogation here. I'm sorry.
Well, the only reason
it was September of '96.
Because the only reason I'm asking is because, I mean, the last few months he's been very sick, and he's actually, reports say he's on his deathbed. And it seems kind of strange that he would show up at a convention if he's going to die. I mean, it seems
really?
like, yeah.
Hey, Grace.
Seems a little unlikely.
You see that poster board where it says Hope and Reagan? Put Sinatra underneath. Yeah, put it underneath there.
So that
he's going to be there.
He's going to be at your convention.
We're going to do it in Vegas.
Okay. You want to take a call?
Let's do it.
All right. WFMU, you're on the air with Paul Higgins.
Yes, I'm German, and I think Hitler is wrong. I think that was perverse.
I think it was very perverse too. As I said before, it was not something I wanted to associate myself with. It was not something I was into.
Yeah, because the German people.
For you,
let me tell you, the German people, we want a Goebbels calm.
You're disgusting.
I'm hanging up on that guy.
I would lose that call, and I would like to say that we are branching out into Europe next year. Married with Children, the television show, is very popular with the Europeans, and we were having BundyCon in Berlin with the lovely and talented Christina Applegate and the irascible David Faustino.
And this will be your first convention overseas?
You got it.
Well, that's exciting. Let's take another call for Paul Higgins. WFMU, you're on the air.
Oh, hi. I'm just curious about the business of these conventions.
Yeah.
See, I can understand a sports convention because they have, like, cards to sell and things like that, but what could you possibly sell at, let's say, Mother Teresa Con? Like, what Mother Teresa memorabilia would be featured? I mean, I don't understand.
Honey.
Yeah?
Have you ever heard of a shawl?
A shawl?
A shawl. A Mother Teresa shawl, one that she actually wore. That's a big item. That's a big ticket item, as I like to say. That went for, let me see here. That went for $2,500.
So you're selling off her possessions? Is that it? I mean, that's what people go to the con to get.
Let me say this. Yeah. I don't know if she wore this. I don't know if this was one of her personal items, but I know she wore it, and maybe she left it behind in a hotel room in wherever in Newark or something.
Okay. All right. And what about a Jane? And when you were talking about the Jane Mansfield, once again, what memorabilia is there on Jane Mansfield?
All kinds of things. I gotta admit, we didn't have much actual memorabilia, but we got a lot of impersonators. One guy even does one without the head.
That is.
It's very morbid. I know.
That's very.
I wasn't even at it.
That's
Yeah, that is a little tasteless.
And then you were talking about Assassin Con.
Yes.
What's that?
What do you mean?
Well, what would
for assassination enthusiasts. We had Sirhan's nephew, Tommy.
That's horrible. How can you promote that? That is the sickest thing I've ever heard.
There's a market for it.
So you actually have no... thanks for calling, caller.
Well, but wait, I don't want to hound on this point, but it's just... It's a really sick, horrible thing that you're doing.
You are harping, I might add, but only on two specific things. And that freak who called in earlier about Goebbels Con. 98% of my cons are very wholesome. Like I said, Simpsons, Jaws, Abbott and Costello, Saturday Night Live, MASH, X-Files, etc.
Right.
Skittles, milk, blah, blah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, laugh your ass off.
All right. Yeah. And do you have anything to do with those sci-fi cons, Star Trek and things like that?
That is not what I'm into. I told you, I guess you were listening to the entire broadcast, but I said that I had stopped doing that. I'm going to focus on Dracula.
I'm just thinking, when you think, for someone that's supposedly the godfather of conventions, conventions are essentially sporting events or some kind of Star Trek, sci-fi kind of thing, or some kind of record.
Well, you did do Con. You did say
that was my partner before I got into the business.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thanks, caller.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
WFMU, you're on the air.
Oh yeah. How about a Hervé Villachez con?
It's in the works, my friend. Where do you live?
Caldwell.
Tom, can I say the F word?
No, you can't say that on the radio.
Well, it's coming to San Fran in '99.
Is it?
It's gonna be big stuff. We got his entire wardrobe. We're also gonna have Ricardo there for probably not in person, but via satellite.
He died. He killed himself.
Who's that?
Hervé.
I know. It's very
So
very
could you
sad.
get his corpse there somehow?
No,
that's
I swore that off with the Hitler's father.
Oh, okay.
All right.
How about Emmanuel Lewis / Gary Coleman con?
That's a very good idea. We did try Emmanuel in Atlanta once, and it was not as well attended as we hoped. The Braves were playing that weekend. I don't know.
How about Emmanuel Gary Coleman kickboxing match?
Wow, I do not like to condone violence at all. So that's maybe I'll suggest that anonymously to my competitors.
That's a good one, I guess. Anything else, caller?
No.
All right, thanks for calling.
All right.
The number is 973-678-7743. If you want to talk to Paul Higgins, ask him a question. One of the leading, the godfather of the modern convention. He's a producer of theme conventions.
I thank you.
Okay.
I also want to reiterate that I am not heartless. I've been called that many times in the media.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you're aware. It doesn't make page 1. It barely makes page 29. I run yearly a Kids for Cons thing that I do, and what that is I get 2 disadvantaged children from the inner city or wherever, farmland. Everyone's poor nowadays.
Okay. Yeah.
So I get those kids and I give them free admission to a convention of my choice, and they get a coupon for a free hot dog and soda.
So you actually go all the way with the hot dog and the soda.
You got it.
A convention of your choice.
Exactly.
What convention did they go to last year?
I believe last year it was Lawn Care 97.
Oh, you're a generous guy.
Thank you.
Let's take another call. WFMU, you're on the air.
Yeah, I was going to suggest a convention maybe.
Bring it out.
Huh? Oh, bring it out. Okay, it's the Ivy Compton Burnett con.
All right. For starters, I'm an average guy. I don't know who that is.
Listen, she's dynamite. She wrote so well that she made Virginia Woolf cry. She says so in her diary.
Really?
Great English author. I think you can make millions.
Really? I think it's a terrible idea. I think there's absolutely no market for that.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Why?
I've been thinking, listen, the whole time, and I said, this is it. This is the greatest thing.
Well,
you should branch out.
You have my my blessing to go and do your own whatever the name was convention.
I don't know. I mean...
Yeah, you don't know.
All right, caller. Thank you very much.
Sure.
All right. 973-678-7743 is the number if you want to talk to Paul Higgins, conventioneer extraordinaire.
You got it.
I should say. So you mentioned so many conventions that you do stage.
I have 75 employees scattered throughout the country.
Which let's take another call and I'll ask my question. WFMU, you're on the air.
Yeah, I think Paulie's talking a little bit too much there.
Excuse me?
I think he's talking a little bit too much there. In case he don't know who he is, or what he is, or where he's been.
Do you know where you are?
Yeah, I know where I am.
Where are you?
I am in a home.
My condolences.
Not a home like you think.
I'm doing Institutional Home Con 98 coming up.
Oh, that's what you think so, huh?
I know so.
You know so.
I know so.
Yeah. You in an institution, my friend?
No, I've been, though.
No? You've been
Yeah,
though?
I've been married for 20 years.
You've been married for 20 years?
You got it.
So what's that mean?
That means that my wife drives me to the nut house.
No. No institution there.
Do you have anything else to say, caller, to Mr. Higgins?
Yeah, watch it, what he says.
Okay. All right, thanks for calling. WFMU, you're on the air.
How about a Hanson Con?
You are in luck, my lady. Where do you live?
New York.
We have Hanson Con 98 coming up at Irving Plaza. I believe that's going to be July 29th, and young Peanut Hansen will be there.
Whoa. Thanks.
You got it.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye.
When do tickets go on sale for Hanson Con?
973.
It goes on sale next Thursday.
Okay, 973-678-7743 is the number. Paul Higgins, convention promoter, is our special guest. WFMU, you're on the air.
Yes. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It turned out. How many of what did the inner city kids actually do at the lawn care convention?
You want to know what they did?
What did they do?
They complained the whole time.
And this is 2 kids per year.
2 kids per year. No expense spared.
Tom, can I use the F word?
No, you know that.
Okay. Well, I think that's pretty friggin' amazing. You know that you should be so generous to let 2 kids, a whole year.
Well, that's why I am numero uno.
And how do you choose these kids? How do you come upon these waifs?
It's a lottery.
And a lottery of how many? 2, 3, perhaps?
Please, no. We send out ballots, the things that they fill out, at thousands of schools throughout the country.
Uh-huh.
Grades, I believe it's 1 through 8.
Uh-huh. I'm just having trouble, believing that you're a real person, that you either do this...
If you cut me, do I not bleed?
I'd like to find out, actually.
Really?
Yes.
So you could check the web page. I mean, that's always an...
oh, yes, the World Wide Web. There's a reliable source of information.
The website is maintained by myself and Grace.
Uh-huh. And how come Grace isn't on the phone?
Grace defers to me. Isn't that right?
Okay.
Okay. Just I think you better get Grace on the line, Tom.
Well, check the web page if you don't believe.
Look, she's got her own little her own little page that she does, and it's funny stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's cute.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah. Thanks, Tom.
Bye. WFMU, you're on the air.
Yeah, he's just a fake man that's trying to disguise himself as someone else.
Who, you are?
You are.
I am?
What?
Sure.
What's your name? What's your name, caller?
My name?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. I got the guts to use my name.
Don't worry about it.
I got the guts to use my name.
What's your name?
Paul Higgins.
Paul Higgins.
Paul Higgins.
Or would you write a book or something?
Have you been listening to any of the show?
I listened to the show.
Okay.
This ain't the,
All right, caller. I don't want to...
Oh, yeah, I know. I was going to say another show.
Okay. All right. Well, you're done
Okay, I'm done.
You called twice already. All right, thanks. WFMU, you're on the air.
Hi, Tom.
Yes.
I absolutely love your show, but this Paul guy, you're ruining the show because everyone is mad at this guy, and all he's been doing is criticizing.
Wait, people are mad at Tommy?
You know what, you.
And me? Why?
You, Paulie. Because you're criticizing everyone. You don't give everyone else a chance, and you think you're the boss.
I am the boss.
Oh, all right.
Conventions
You
Inc.
think
I'm the boss.
Keep thinking that,
I
baby.
sign the checks.
What?
I sign the checks.
Yeah, all right. To yourself, all right? Let's not go there, all right?
Yeah, you don't go here.
All right, just...
So which caller? Let's try to make it a little more positive then. If you don't think what
What can I do to make it more enjoyable for you?
Well, first of all, you could lower your voice and not scream at everyone.
This is my normal tone.
Oh, all right.
This is monotone for me.
All right. Anyway, then you could try to compliment, like when callers call in and they suggest something. Oh, it's not gonna work.
These people, I feel that these people are on the offense.
Well, then lie to them. Say that it's good.
You don't know what I go through every day. I've got competition who are always at me, always trying to undercut me and that sort of thing. And I gotta do what I can. It's to quote the great was it Jim Carrey? It's a jungle out there.
Yeah, you probably do have competition. You probably have a very hard life in junk, right?
And junk, yes, it is junk.
Yes. Anyway, but I think that you could be a little nicer to people, and even if you don't think it's right, you could say, all right, I'll consider it, and then go off with it.
I will try that in the future.
No, would you, caller?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be interested in entering the what was it again? Kids for Cons?
Well, Tom, it's grades 1 through 8.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure how old the caller is.
Well, I'm in 8th grade, and I never got a slip for...
What's your school?
In Bloomfield.
Bloomfield. Let me write this. Grace, Bloomfield. Okay.
And I've never got one of them all my life, and I've lived here my whole life.
Okay. Well, we are going to do something about that.
All right, and I just think that if you want to help people for the help, and I understand that's very... Okay, and...
The Boulder area.
Okay.
He did give him a free hot dog and soda though on the. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
How much did that set you back, Paul?
Maybe $1.50.
Well, let me see. Hot dog runs about $2.75. Coke $4.50.
$4.50.
Yeah. The Coke is $4.50.
And how much?
Hot dog is $2.75.
Did the two kids have to share the Coke or something?
No. They each got their own thing, and they each got to stay at the Motel 6.
Okay, that's
well, that's a little better.
Yeah.
Now, what convention would you like to see, caller? What interest do you have that where it would be something you'd be interested in attending?
Well, I'd probably go. I don't know. I'd probably go to the Hanson thing with
the
my
Hanson
friends.
one.
That's
Okay.
That's gonna be fun. Peanut will be there.
All right. Well, okay.
Peanut
Hanson, guy with the little braids.
Oh, the little thingy, whatever.
I don't think his name's Peanut though.
I think it is Peanut. Grace, what's the little Langston's name?
I think his name's Zach.
Zach,
yes.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thanks a lot, caller.
All right.
Bye. WFMU, you're on the air.
Yeah, how about a amateur gynecologist con?
That sounds like it's right up your alley, my friend. That reminds me of my good friend Larry Flint. People ask me if I do go to all the conventions. I gotta say no, but one I do make a point to go to every time is Hustler Con, and I'm a big fan of Larry's, big friend, and we have often gone yachting on his yacht, and on his yacht Tom, can I use the F word?
No, you can't use the F word on
Well,
the
then
radio.
I can't say the name of the yacht, but
okay.
But we do have fun there.
Now, what goes on at a Hustler Con?
Hustler Con. Do you know of the comics that they always have? Like what's the guy Chester the Molester?
Right.
Uh-huh.
Well, what they do in Hustler is they have a big, they have a what do you call it? A contest where people send in their top 25 comics of all time from Hustler.
Is there free
and then
Kleenex?
we make it into a big mural, and it's quite a beautiful thing.
Is there free Kleenex at the?
As a matter of fact, there is. Yes.
Well, I don't think I'm going to be attending that one.
What
It's
about
a good time.
Nicholas from 8 is Enough con?
Adam Rich, the irascible Adam Rich. You know, there was a rumor that he died I believe it was last year. we did have Eight is Enough Con in Sacramento, of all places. That was the only time we could really have it and have it be a big deal.
Mm-hmm. And who made it out for that one?
Who made it out? We had what's his name? The big guy, Grant Goodeve. He was there, and we had the irrepressible what's his name? Dick Van Patten, and the third kid that no one knows his name.
That's kind of exciting. All right. Well, anything else, caller?
Brainstorming. Can't come up with anything.
Oh, we'll call back if you think of something.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
All right, bye. WFMU, you're on the air.
Hi, Tom. I would like to ask your guest if he would be willing to give a percentage of his large profits to someone who gave him an idea for a convention that was bankable.
That is always a possibility, yes.
Well, I have
before.
one for you. I think this is something that is appropriate. It's timely.
Okay.
A lot of people are into it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Clone Con.
Clone Con. Like, what do you have in mind? What do you? It sounds good to me. It feels good. What do you have?
Oh, looking for a percentage.
Like what? What's your idea?
That was it. Just Clone Con.
Okay.
You have to do the rest of the work. I come up with the idea.
See, I could give you a modicum of compensation for that, but
how much would you be willing to give him?
What would that be? A hot dog and a Coke, or what?
A little more than that, maybe. Where are you located, Jersey?
In New York.
Okay, well if you're in Jersey, I give you. What do you call it there? Grinder or Zep?
Actually, I don't eat either one, so I don't know what they're called.
How about what do you call those pizza slices? I give you a whole pizza.
I think that's a little low.
Well,
what do you want?
Like 1%.
That could be arranged, as long as you work with me. You don't take it to my Tom. Can I use the F word?
No, you can't. For the
my damn competition.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't talk to your competition.
Well, I'd have to get that in writing.
I mean, it's tough to talk to you even, but let alone the comp.
Look, I'm a pussy heart, a pussy cat at heart. Grace will tell you.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thanks. WFMU, you're on the air.
Yeah. How about Prosthetics Con and Sex Toy Con together?
What was the second one?
Sex Toy Con.
Wow. I leave the sex stuff to other people. It's not something that I feel comfortable with. I don't want to. There's always the possibility of younger underage kids getting in there. It's not something I want to be saddled with. I don't want people to think that I let in these kids for these things.
So what about
the first one, Prosthetic Con, we did that in, I believe that was in San Francisco in 1993. It did not do that well.
No?
No.
That's surprising. I would think that would go over really well.
I know. You're telling me.
Okay. Keep
All
up
right.
the fine work.
Oh, thanks.
Well, I'm saying I'm taking credit for your work.
Yes, you are. Yeah. You and half the other, can I use the F word, Tom?
Again, no, you can't.
Losers out there.
Okay.
WFMU, you're on the air.
Yeah, how about a Jeffrey Dahmer banquet hall con?
Wow, that's very tasteless. That's not something. Once again, that's something I would feel. I would have a slight pangs of.
You'd shy away
if
from
such a word, uncomfortability. If I was involved in something like that.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
973-678-773 is the number if you want to talk to Paul Higgins, convention producer, theme convention producer extraordinaire. So I actually meant to ask you before, and then we got a bunch of calls, was you named so many conventions that you've put on, and which conventions have you turned down?
Wow.
I mean, you obviously...
Well, I mentioned before the Hall & Oates, and there's also another guy who I have no interest in doing at all.
And who's that?
Billy Joel.
Why wouldn't you do that? You'd think that would be kind of in demand.
I get calls every day.
Uh-huh.
But just to put it straight, he sucks.
So you actually won't do one because
Uptown Girl. If I hear that one more time, I'm gonna die.
Okay, so you wouldn't do one because that's. Do you ever do not do any other ones because you don't like the
very rarely. Like I said before, I will not do Ray Walston again. I will not do Don Wells. I will have Bob Denver. Always a gentleman. But beyond that, I don't want to deal with her anymore.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, that's I can understand that. And
Hey, you know what we got coming up in the Detroit area?
What's that?
We got Seeger Con.
When is that?
We got Seeger Con. That's Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
You have a convention.
Yeah.
Now, Bob Seger.
Seger.
That's that's surprising because it's Super Bowl Sunday seems to be a very stay-at-home kind of weekend.
Look,
Sunday.
I know more about what America wants than anyone on this planet.
So
Bob Seger fans hate football.
His Bob Seger fans hate. That seems a little ludicrous. But
They hate football. It's true. It's true. I've done it every year at the Pontiac Hilton.
You scratchy record. I don't know if I have it in me tonight for the scratchy record. Do I have it in me to talk to the scratchy record? What are you doing for the holidays, scratchy record?
That's the point.
I think we just lost the scratchy record. Is that the scratchy record?
One, and never to smoke but one cigar.
You're not going to say anything racist like you did a few weeks ago, are you?
Gang now. Hello, boys. A Happy New Year.
Well, that's nice. Happy New Year from the scratchy record.
What's that terrible noise I hear?
That's Cleopatra singing now. She have a heavy...
What was that terrible noise?
No.
A Happy New Year, Mr. Planning.
So what are your plans for the holidays?
Would you have Cleopatra's wife cultivated?
What?
Really?
She is coming to the door now.
A Happy New Year, Mr. Flanagan.
The same to you.
No, that's not true.
What's that terrible noise I hear?
You said that already, but I think we can...
I could ride in a sleigh to make me New Year's plan. Hey, driver, stop at number 89.
That's...
New Year's.
A Happy New Year, Mr. Flanagan. I'm glad you called. Goodbye.
Yes. No.
That's not fair. Hanukkah is a holiday also. You can't just dismiss Hanukkah out of hand just because you're not of that belief.
Come on, boys. Give us all have a drink at the New Year.
No, they didn't make Hanukkah up just to try to have something that we've got. That's completely offensive, scratchy record. For shame. You need to do some learning about religion and tolerance.
Three things happen.
So,
back home.
okay. Did you ask for anything this year, scratchy record, for Christmas?
Oh, no.
A rabbit? You want a pet rabbit? Well,
If you've tried everything else.
besides everything else, you want a pet rabbit. Okay. I guess I...
Many of them.
Come right into the dining room, Mr. Flanagan, and have a drop to drink.
That, I don't... Sounds like it's getting to you. The holidays are getting to you, too. Oh. Scratchy record, I'm going to say happy holidays to you, and I'll see you
in 2004. But right now it's time for the best show on WFMU, hosted by Tom Sharpling, and that show will be presented to you on WFMU East Orange, WXHD Mount Hope worldwide, on the World Wide Web at WFMU.org. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Girl Trouble before that, Blue Christmas. And some other records before that, which I don't remember what we heard. But it was Christmas music. This is going to be a... It's going to be some kind of show tonight.
Hello?
FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, who's this?
Rod Roddy Jr. I got my membership card.
You got your card?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Are you staring at it?
Yeah.
Did you
I
get,
was before. I put it away.
Did you get a pen with it?
Yeah, it's blue. My favorite color.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What do we say?
Hi. Merry Christmas.
We got something from someone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Like last week, you
I just want to take
made me get off my phone really unfair.
Well, I apologize.
Are we doing it this week?
Am I hanging up on you this week?
No, the plan.
What was the plan again?
To have people call in and tell what they were asking for Christmas.
You know what? That's exactly what we're going to do tonight.
And I was going to say to do that last week, and then you just said to request
last
this record
week
and
wasn't
hung up on me.
It wasn't the time last week. You know that.
Yeah.
Now's
I
the
just couldn't
time.
wait.
So what do you want for Christmas, Rod Roddy Jr.?
Stereo.
A stereo?
Yeah.
Like what kind of stereo? Like a boom box?
No, like the big kind.
Like a big kind with two speakers?
Yeah.
No, you want some? You have like CDs for it?
Yeah, and the one I'm getting, it hooks into your computer. You can play MP3s from
Really?
the computer on it.
The one you're getting or the one you want?
The one that I didn't see in my parents' room.
You mean where they keep the presents?
Yeah.
So you went and you snooped?
Well, I also told them, like, the model number for which one to order.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just pick it up at the store?
Because there wasn't that model 200 miles from here.
So they had to order it online or
Yeah.
something? Or over the phone?
Online.
Did they definitely order it?
Yeah,
Or
I
you're-
saw it
or-
in the room.
Oh, you did see it in the room?
Yeah.
Are they there?
Why?
Because I just want to ask them about Christmas. Seriously.
What are you going to say? That I was
Nothing. No, I'm just
snooping around their room.
No, not at all. But you know, look, you're not 4. You know what you're getting for Christmas now, right?
Yeah. I tell them what I'm getting.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not just. I want to talk to them. You say you're a good kid.
Yeah.
You call. I just want to say hi and congratulate them on raising a good kid.
Okay.
Okay, that's all.
I'll go get my dad.
All right. Rod Roddy Jr.
Yep.
is going to get his dad, who is not Rod Roddy Sr.
No, he's Mark.
Mark.
Here he is. I don't think he wants to talk to you.
Just for 1 minute.
No, he doesn't want to
Come
talk
on.
to you. He
Once-
just wants to talk to you about Christmas.
Hello?
Hey, how are you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay. Hey, your son's all excited about Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And
Wake
about
up.
I guess he thinks he's getting a stereo, right?
He's got ideas, yeah.
Yeah. You know he's getting a stereo.
Well,
But here's what I was thinking. What is Christmas if not the time to give, right?
Exactly.
So your son's pretty well off, right? In a lot of ways.
Definitely is.
You know, he gets 3 square meals. He's got a roof over his head. He's doing even better than that, right? He's got a computer.
He's got everything he needs.
Isn't there some kid out there who really needs that stereo?
Yeah, like me. There definitely are.
Well, not like you though. Like some real needy person who doesn't have a stereo. Maybe like for a rec center for inner city or some the people who could really use it, who would really change their lives.
Oh, you're probably right about that.
So this is what I'm saying. How about you, on Christmas Day, give him that stereo, and then you walk it out to the car, and you drive it to like a shelter or something, and you make him donate it to the shelter.
That would be a stand-up thing for him to do.
I think he would learn a lot from that.
He would. He'd probably hate my guts, but he'd learn a lot.
He'd learn how to be a man from that.
It sure wouldn't be a bad thing.
Are we going to do that?
Well, that's up to him.
No, it's up to you, Dad. Dad, it's up to you.
He'd have to do that. He'd have to make that decision.
Have you ever beaten him?
No, not enough, I don't think.
Because you know what you should do? This is my advice. Now, I, as you know, have 5 children.
God bless you.
And anytime the kids get out of line or even look at me funny, you know what I do?
A good beat.
No, I don't beat them right away.
Whenever he talks to you, it always...
I make them go out into the backyard and pick a switch, right? And bring it to me. And that is what they will get beaten with.
And that's a good old-fashioned upbringing.
Exactly. Old-fashioned. That's what I'm like.
That's right. That's good American.
Not one of these newfangled parents with the timeout.
No timeout chair in this house.
No. And then I make them pick the switch that I whip them with. And then after I whip them, I make them eat the switch.
Nice. That's a nice touch.
Then they don't forget.
No, they don't forget. And then they have to. It surprises me that they ever have to get a second switching after that.
Oh, sometimes they don't learn though. You know what it's like, Pops.
Yeah, I know.
They don't hear it, these kids these days. Remember what it was like with us?
Oh,
what did we grow up on? TV Picks.
That's right. All we had to have was a threat of a beating, and that was it.
Yeah. Remember? When we had to go to school, we had to take the school bus to and from school.
And walk to the bus.
And walk to the bus stop.
That's right. In the cold.
Almost a block. In the coldish weather.
That's right. Sometimes it was brisk even.
Exactly. And then we didn't have to wear a coat.
That's right. No, it's a different time.
These kids are soft.
Try to explain to my son. We had one shoe. We had to split it. Me and my brother had to split one shoe. That was poor.
You had one shoe between you and your brother.
Two of us, yeah.
Now that sounds like fiction to me.
Well, it is, but it's close to the truth.
You had 2 shoes.
As far as he knows. As far as my son knows.
He's a good kid, though, right?
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Good.
He's a good kid. I'll let you talk to him.
All right.
You have a nice Christmas.
Oh, you too.
All right.
Thanks
take care.
for coming on the air.
Hey, how come it always gets into the topic of beatings when you talk to him?
So are you ready to donate that stereo?
To what?
To a homeless shelter?
No.
This is what we're going to do. I'm going to put it up to a vote. The next call that comes in at 201-209-9368, the next calls that come in will decide the fate of your Christmas stereo.
No,
Roddy Jr.
What's the word?
Charitable?
No, the donate.
Donate?
I'm not donating it.
You're going to donate it.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Well, why don't you get your Christmas present donated?
I will gladly donate my Christmas present.
Right,
This is what I'll do. I'll donate my top Christmas present if you donate your top Christmas present.
No.
I'll donate all my Christmas presents to charity if you donate this one. You don't want to help people. Picture the face on some old-timer listening to a Rudy Valley record on that stereo.
But why do they need my stereo?
Because they don't have one.
An old person?
Yeah. Some old-timer.
Why would they have a CD, though?
FMU, you're on the air.
Hello?
Me?
Yeah. What's your name, sir?
Hello?
No. Can you hear Rod Roddy?
Tom, am I still on the air?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
We got 2 calls on
I'm
right
not
now.
donating my stereo.
Caller, what is your new caller? What is your name?
Ian.
Ian, where are you calling from?
Piscataway, New Jersey.
From Piscataway.
Uh-huh.
You ever go to 8 on the Break, Ian?
No.
You ever go to... what's in Piscataway that's fun?
You got me.
The Subway? Right?
No.
You ever go to that drugstore that they knocked down?
Which one?
You remember the drugstore on the corner? They knocked it down a couple months ago. You ever go there?
No.
So what do you think, Ian? Should this kid donate his stereo to charity? Yes.
He should give it up.
Absolutely. I'm with you.
No question.
All right. The people are speaking. Rod Roddy Jr. Thanks for the call, Ian.
Thanks.
What do you think about that? The people are speaking. They want you to give that stereo up. Another call
The people
coming.
voted for
Another call.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
FMU, you're on the air.
Hi, how you doing?
All right. Who's this?
This is Jeff.
Jeff, where are you calling from?
Lebanon.
From Lebanon?
Yeah, it's out by Clinton.
And how old are you, Jeff?
I'm 47.
You're not 47.
Okay, I'm
He's
not
like
47.
in his 20s.
Yeah. Should he donate the stereo to charity?
I think so.
Would you donate your stereo to charity?
Yeah.
See? He would.
No, he wouldn't.
I think I made a pretty nice donation yesterday, and it feels really good.
See? It feels good, Joe. Rod Roddy Jr. It feels good to give.
Okay.
He should try it sometime.
Exactly. I'm not giving my stereo up.
I don't have a stereo.
Thanks for calling, buddy. You have a stereo.
No, I don't.
You'll have one 2 days from now. FMU, you're on the air.
Yes, hello?
Hello.
I'd like to tell you about a story about how I get my son, made him donate the stereo.
You gave your what?
I told my son to donate
Your
his stereo.
son. Now, how old is your son? 1?
No, he was actually 7.
Get off my phone.
Yeah, hey, I told my son to give the stereo. Yeah, I gotta call the show. I got an idea. I'm only 15, but I'm gonna make it sound like I'm older. So, yeah, I'll talk. Yeah, I got my son to give up his stereo.
For shame, right?
Yeah. Shame.
FMU, you're on
Goes
the
to
air.
My school, too.
Is it Tom?
More shame.
Yes, it is.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, who's this?
My name's Ed.
Yo, Ed.
Where are you calling from, Ed?
Mountain Lakes. I'm actually Joe's friend.
Joe, and you want him to give up the stereo, right?
Well, this is how I see it, right?
Yeah?
First off, he wants to connect his stereo to his PS2, the TV, so he can play his PS2 with the, speaker connection.
What?
Joe, you tell him.
What?
Get off my phone. Your friend's boring. What a snooze and a half.
No, he's just an idiot.
Thank you. Unfortunately, he was the only person who wanted you to keep the stereo.
Because he knows I don't have one. Like, I don't have anything to listen to music on except for, like, a Discman.
If we get one more give up the stereo vote, you have no say in this.
I'm
you're
still
giving up
keeping
the
it, though.
stereo. No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Come on, Rod Roddy. Give up the stereo.
No. Something else.
FMU, you're on
I'll
the
donate,
air.
like, whatever
Hello?
my grandma gives me
Hello?
that doesn't fit.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name's Billy.
Where are you calling from, Billy?
Mountain Lakes. I know Joe. I'm a good friend of his.
Should he give up the stereo?
Yeah, he should.
Ah, see?
Screw you, Billy.
Oh, you just got zunged by Billy.
I'm not giving up my stereo.
You're
I'll
giving
donate
up the
something else,
stereo.
though.
No, you're giving it up now. There's no say in it. The
don't
stereo
know
is
where I
not
live.
yours anymore. Oh, yes, I do.
Where do I... Oh, damn, because that membership...
Yeah. Why do you think I get you to sign up? I'm coming over your house tonight to get the stereo.
Tonight?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Or I'll come over Christmas morning. I'll let you play with the box. Like a cat.
So, Matt, that's so mean. Would you make your kids donate their gifts?
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
I make this is what I do to my kids every year. I show them the gifts in the back of my station wagon. I literally take them. I say, hey, kids, here are your presents. I open the back of the station wagon. They look at them. Ooh. Oh. Thank you, Daddy. And then I get in the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I say...
Throw them in a dumpster.
No, I say, here you go, kids. Get ready to say goodbye to your presents. Here they go. And I get in the station wagon and drive away and take the presents and give them to charity.
I donate all my clothes.
Yeah?
That my grandparents get me that don't fit to charity.
Yeah. So you donate things you don't want.
Because they don't fit me.
Yeah. You don't want that stuff. That's not charity.
Yeah, but
giving up what you don't want is not charity. Give up what you want.
It's only
That's
if you
charity.
want it, though.
That's charity. Give up what you want. What present that you want are you going to give up this year?
That I want. Well, there's other presents that I want.
That you'll give up?
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm getting them.
Like what?
Well, no, it's like
just speculate.
Like a DVD, maybe, or
like a DVD
a
of what?
guitar stand. But what would a homeless person do with a guitar stand?
Rob someone.
How would that work?
You mean how would they rob someone?
With a guitar stand?
Yeah, you stick it under your coat, make like it's a gun.
You could do that with your hand, though.
Yeah, it looks like you got a machine gun in your coat.
Supporting robbery.
No, it's supporting fake robbery, because then they don't go get a real gun, because they've got a guitar stand in their coat.
No, but they're still robbing someone.
Then they've got a guitar stand in their coat. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom, it's Bruce.
Hey, Bruce, how are you tonight?
Oh, fine, fine.
Is this the Bruce?
Yes.
Up in Rhode Island?
Yes, it is.
Come on, Bruce.
No, tell him to give up the stereo.
It's
all
like
right?
Me?
Yeah, you.
What do you want to know about it?
Talk about it like you're a salesman at the store, trying to sell me that stereo.
Hey, Joe, I got to tell you something.
Yeah?
I never got any Christmas presents as a kid.
Why?
Because I'm Jewish.
Oh, you just got
that's
zung.
a good one. What would you get for Hanukkah?
Want to know what I got? I got 2 gift cards. That's what I got.
You got gift cards?
Gift certificate to one store and a gift certificate to another store. That's it.
For your whole childhood?
No, this current year. When I was a kid, I didn't get that.
Yeah, but that's because there's only been like a couple nights of Hanukkah and you're an adult. Right? Don't the kids get more?
I never got that much as a kid.
No, but like the other
I
kids
got
in
maybe
your
one
family.
big present. That was it. And socks and stuff like that.
But
Clothes.
if you got
That's what you
a
get as
nice
a kid
present,
for
wouldn't you
Hanukkah.
want to keep it?
What?
If you got like a nice present, not socks, wouldn't you want to keep it?
No, you'd want to give it
No,
up.
I'd give it up to the charities.
Exactly.
You're Tom's friend.
Whenever. No, I don't know this guy.
Tom's never met me.
He lives in Rhode Island.
I don't like Rhode Island. Too small.
Oh, Rhode Island. You just got zung by a 13-year-old.
I'm 15.
Yeah, well, you know something else? Want to know what I want for? Want to know what I'd really want for Hanukkah?
What?
An age limit on all the phone calls.
Oh!
What age?
Oh, what age? 17.
Oh! Which we might be instituting.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, but
This
then you
kid
lose,
is
like,
like
you won't have
Valium to
Petey.
most
Because people, I got to tell you, Rod Roddy Jr.
But then you won't have any more
Rod Roddy
Petey.
Jr., let Tommy speak for a second. I love you. Other people don't, though. I get email. Joe from Mountain Lakes, he's a snooze.
Snooze?
Yeah. They want more action.
I'm boring?
That's what they say.
Painfully boring.
You just got double zung.
Oh,
by
yeah?
a dude who doesn't
I have
even
an ally
celebrate
calling
Christmas.
in.
A dude who doesn't even celebrate Christmas just zung you.
What does that have to do with it?
I don't know. I figured I'd see if you'd say something offensive.
No, I restrained.
Admittedly, I put that out there to see if I would get you to trip on that.
No,
I almost did.
Thursday's National Jew Go to Movie Day for me. So.
Oh! You just got... Oh, wait, you said that about yourself.
Singing himself.
You just zung yourself. Well, Bruce...
Well, Tom?
We're going to move on here.
Okay.
Thanks for calling, buddy.
Wait, what is it? Like Jewish
right.
going to movies?
He's going to go to the movies on Christmas. Well, Joe,
Yeah?
I'll see you on
Wait,
Christmas.
I got another person calling. Petey's calling in.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Petey's not calling in.
Yeah, he is. I'm talking to him online now. He said he is.
Okay, keep talking to him online, because the other show, maybe you didn't notice, is here on the radio. I'll see you on Christmas morning. You better get that stereo ready for me.
No.
You know what I'll do? I'll let you listen to it for an hour.
No, I'm going to keep it.
You get to listen to it from 8 to 9 a.m.
No.
But then you got to put it back in the box. If it's not back in the box, then you're in trouble.
No, I'm
You're
keeping
going to
it.
get a spanking.
By who?
Your father.
I could beat him up, though.
You can't beat your father up.
Yeah.
That's just crazy talk. Your father would pound you into goo if the two of you got in a fight.
Probably.
Talking tough.
You're not taking my stereo.
I'm taking your stereo.
What would you think if someone just you didn't know came to your house and took your kid's stuff?
I would give it to them.
No.
Well, that's what your father's going to do.
No, he's not.
He's giving me that stereo.
You're going to keep it.
He just IM'd me right now and said I could have it.
Oh, yeah, what's his screen name?
I'm not telling you over the
He
radio.
doesn't even have AIM.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
He doesn't know how to use the computer that well.
Well, he knew how to do it well enough to IM me.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to argue anymore about the IMing.
Don't argue anymore. Just give up the stereo.
No, I'm not giving up the stereo.
No, it's a. You know what? This is not even up for discussion anymore. The stereo is not yours anymore.
Yeah, it is.
It isn't. It's over. It's over.
I won't call in for the next couple of weeks.
Okay. Is that a promise?
And I get to keep the stereo?
No. I'm taking the stereo.
I'm going to keep calling in and be boring.
And then I definitely won't let you on the air. See you Christmas morning.
No.
Bye. Get that stereo ready. And it better be back in the box.
I'm not giving you my stereo.
That's funny. You don't have a stereo.
When I have it. Oh.
Oh, you mean the stereo that's going to the homeless shelter that I'm going to let you borrow for an hour?
No.
Bye.
No.
See you Christmas morning.
No.
I had to let him start to say something to hang up on him, to cut it off halfway through. FMU, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm one of...
FMU, you're on the air.
Hello, Tom?
Yeah, hey, how old are you?
I'm 17.
FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, who's this?
It's Moed.
Hey, Moed, how old are you?
I'm 15.
You're 15?
Yeah.
What do you want for Christmas?
What I want for Christmas? I don't really know. I guess video games are fun.
Yeah, you figure something out. You put that list together maybe tomorrow,
Yeah.
maybe get to it Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. Whenever I have time.
Yeah,
So, well, what do you want for Christmas, Tom?
that kid's stereo.
Yeah, well, you already have it.
That's right.
Well, see, I kind of had to, I was thinking I kind of agree with you because, it's a nice thing to do, to give up a stereo to give to a shelter, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
But, I was thinking that, well, you know how, well, his dad worked really hard to get him that stereo.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe, the people at the shelter should also work hard so that they can get their stereo.
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
We're going to let them coast for a bit.
Yeah, give them Joe's stereo.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
You know what I hope happens? I bring the stereo to the shelter, and then someone breaks it. Like someone bumps into a table with it on it, and it falls and gets shattered. Just smashes into a million pieces. And then it falls on someone's foot, right?
Yeah.
And then Joe gets sued.
Because it's his stereo.
Yes. All of a sudden, it's his again. Mullet lad, Merry Christmas to you and Happy Holidays.
You too.
Bye. 201-209-9368 is the number. 201-209-9368. 9368. This is the best Christmas show on WFMU. No, if you want to talk about what you want for Christmas, all you have to do is call the number. What do you want? 201-209-9368. Oh, there's one person I want to thank for being so nice. This guy, Dave K., who wrote me and asked for a membership card and a pen. So I sent him sent it out to him. I sent out about 60 pens and cards this week. And if you want a Best Show pen, just email me at, go to friendsoftom.com and email me. Say, I want a pen. Just give me your address. You'll get the pen. I'll zip it right out to you. So I buy the pens out of my pocket. I'm not complaining. I pack all the pens myself, not complaining. Go to the post office, put 60 49-cent combination stamps on them, which is a 45-cent stamp and a 4-cent stamp. I'm standing there licking them for 45 minutes in the post office. Even more than that. And Dave is one of the people to get a pen. I get an email yelling at me because he didn't know what it was. He thought it's Code Orange and you're sending me a misshapen package with an unintelligible return address. Maybe stamp a return address on the envelope next time, huh? Oh, great. Yeah. What are those words? Thank you? Yeah? No. Oh, wait, they didn't make it into the email here. I just got yelled at by this guy. You know what? Give me the pen back, you factory rap douche. I hope you have an awful holiday season. You creep. It's Code Orange. Maybe it's anthrax in there. It's not anthrax. That's not happening again. It barely even happened the first time. You dope. Send the pen back, you factory rat douche. You're getting yours, Gordy. I got a huge package ready for you. Noob, yours is on the way. I sent it. Gordy, you're going to get a bunch of stuff. Just hang in there. You got a new address, buddy. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom, it's John Junk.
Hey, how are you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Cool, Merry holidays.
Oh, happy holidays to you.
Yeah. So, I'm not really calling about what I want for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
But I was listening to your Ryan Adams rant from a couple weeks back.
Sure.
And you said about how, I heard something you said about putting names of streets in songs.
Uh-huh.
And how it's, prove you've never lived in the city or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just want to commend you for that because one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life was by Ben Lee, and it was not a street title, but it was the Gramercy Park Hotel.
Yeah.
He's from Australia, and so he wrote this ballad. And basically it was about how the girl or something is staying at the hotel for like a night, and he must have just like whipped out the acoustic, and was like wrote some pretty crap song, and then just kind of inserted into the chorus.
Yeah, about a hotel he stayed at for 3 nights.
Yeah. So it was just like one of the worst experiences, like auditorially.
Yes, that guy is a whole lot of awful.
Yeah. Pretty bad.
So what are you doing for the holidays?
I'm just with the parents in northern New Jersey, hanging out.
Are you having fun?
Not yet, but yeah, we're having family get-togethers.
Good.
Yeah, eggnog, good times.
Good.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a little eggnog here in a little bit.
Nice. Well, I just wanted to thank you for pointing that out because that's one of my least favorite things that happens in music.
Well, thank you, John, and you have a good night.
You too, Tom.
Fantastic. Bye. FMU are on the air.
Did you get my invitation?
Your invitation.
Yeah. For dinner tomorrow night?
Who's this?
Wine sack?
Skag Winesack.
Yeah.
I did not get your invitation.
I sent it out with corn dog. I gave him a 5 spot to get it over to you.
A corn dog? That's the,
One of my street informants.
That's right. Is he the Harvard professor?
Right. It fell under the spell of the needle.
That's right. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, this is Skag Winesack, who's a detective or retired detective, private eye, who's back on the job. Right?
Right. I'm back. Back hitting it hard.
Yeah.
Pay the bills.
Now, you send me an invitation to what?
Dinner at my boat tomorrow night.
For New Year, for Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
I did not get it. Huh. I'm sorry.
So you coming?
I kind of already have plans. Now, you know.
You're gonna miss out on my world famous Christmas dinner.
A Skag Winesack Christmas dinner.
It's world famous.
What makes it a world famous dinner?
Get out a casserole dish.
Okay.
And about half pint of scotch.
All right.
Then I ground up about 15 lore tabs into powder form.
15 what?
Lore tabs.
For the uninformed, what are they?
A powerful prescription painkiller.
Okay.
And some ground beef, mozzarella cheese. Throw it all in the casserole.
Uh-huh.
Put it in the oven.
So it's ground beef, mozzarella cheese, downers, right?
Powdered, ground up powdered painkillers.
Yeah, okay, painkillers and scotch.
Half pint of scotch.
Yeah, and you bake it.
I bake it.
Wow, is that the main course?
That's the only course.
That's the only course. So that's what makes it a world famous dinner. Oh, I'm really sorry I made other plans now.
Looks like I might have to hit it alone.
So you're going to be by yourself?
Me and the bird and the dog.
Uh-huh.
Curly and Curly.
They're both named Curly. That's right. I forgot about that.
Maybe I can just watch the Yule log on my 6-inch black and white kitchen TV. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too depressing. Now you
eat the whole casserole by myself.
That's kind of sad. There's no one else. There's no one else out there on the wharf that you can have.
Well, not really. I mean, they have their problems with me, probably. You know, they don't talk to me too much.
Uh-huh. So they keep to themselves.
Yeah, we all kind of keep to ourselves out here on the marina.
What about the guy who's got the pet bear? Why don't you ask him?
He got a little upset that I reported him to the Forestry Commission.
Uh-huh. So he's no-go. There's no one else.
Right.
There's no one else that you can invite onto your boat, your houseboat.
Maybe able to pay. I may be able to make the money talk.
What about Corn Dog? Isn't that what you?
Yeah, if I slip Corn Dog a 50 spot, he might have dinner with me.
Really? So even a guy, a heroin-addicted former Harvard professor, has other plans.
That's what he said.
He told you he had other plans.
That's right. I already tried to invite him.
I'm sorry. It sounds like it might be a lonely Christmas Eve for you.
Yeah, I counted amongst the 49th lonely Christmas Eve I've had in a row.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
There'll be others, hopefully, if I don't have to have triple bypass surgery again.
There'll be other, if you don't have to have triple bypass surgery again.
Right.
Oh.
It was the stress.
Well, Skag, you got to get out of the game. Maybe the stress is getting to you.
That's what they tell me. That's what my doctor tells me.
Just get out.
Maybe I will.
I mean, what case are you working on that's driving you to stay in it still?
They keep popping up. Right now, I'm kind of free. Got issued a restraining order from Tommy Lee Jones's lawyer.
Yeah, because you flipped out. You were telling us you flipped out at a shopping mall because you think Tommy Lee Jones stole your wife.
I know he did.
How many years ago? Like 25 years ago?
Yeah, it would have been 83.
Yeah, so 20.
Yeah.
Sure. Time to let it go, Skag.
Maybe you're right.
It's time to move on, buddy.
Well, if Corn Dog gets up there with your invitation, maybe you can squeeze me in tomorrow.
Okay. I mean, I can't guarantee it.
Okay.
But I'll try to swing by the marina.
Yeah. Just there's a flashlight hidden behind a garbage can in front of the entryway. So just flash the flashlight 8 times at my boat. I'll come out and let you in.
Flash the flashlight 8 times.
Right.
Why is that like a is that a way for you to protect your so that intruders don't come on the boat?
It's just a secret knock.
Okay.
My boat's called Lady Barnacle.
The Lady Barnacle.
Right.
Okay. So if maybe I'll stop by.
I'll probably be out on the front deck of the boat, hitting the saxophone.
Okay, so I'll just follow the saxophone music.
Yes.
All right.
Sounds good.
I might see you tomorrow.
I hope to see you. I really hope to see you. It'd be a great Christmas, in theory.
All right, Skag.
All right.
Well, I appreciate it.
Okay.
And happy holidays if I don't see you.
Happy holidays to you too, boy.
Okay.
All right.
Bye. Boy. Hey, you know who's going to have a happy holiday? Pig champion. And he and the rest of Poison Idea want to tell you all about it. With their Christmas song, Santa Claus is back in town here on WFMU. If you've probably heard it if you listen to the station. I guess has anybody out there heard the I listened to New Jersey 101.5, which is the Jersey station, which is famous because it's, as their promos say all the time, not New York, not Philadelphia, proud to be New Jersey, which is horrifying to me, the idea of just really ramming this New Jersey only. It's like a New Jersey separatist station. And it's got a weird feel to it. It's got the one thing that the station does have on it are these weird local commercials, like these kind of like New Jersey specific commercials that you don't. You're not going to hear on New York radio, and you're not going to hear them, in Philly, and they're just like for New Jersey businesses. And there's one that if anybody's been listening to the station for the last week, you have to have heard this commercial, which I actually managed to get to tape, and I gotta play it. If you have not heard this, it is unbelievably. It's just weird. So we're just gonna take a listen, and you tell me. If you've probably heard it, if you listen to the station.
Hello, this is Gene Simmons of KISS, America's #1 gold record award-winning group. I'm pleased to announce the grand opening of Gene Simmons Toyota, located at 1235 Muffler Row in Newbridge, New Jersey. Gene Simmons Toyota is in the midst of its 2003 Toyotathon, and our prices are so good we want to shout it out loud. Many women call me Dr. Love, but you'll be calling me Dr. Deals when you come down to Gene Simmons Toyota and test drive the stylish, all-new Black Diamond Solara. Baby wants a rocket ride? Well, get ready to call out the firehouse, because she'll be hotter than hell when she checks out the biggest truck we've ever built, the all-new Tundra double cab. You'll feel like the king of the nighttime world when you sit behind the wheel of the all-new Toyota Prius, Motor Trend's 2004 car of the year. Got great expectations for an affordable mid-range car? At Gene Simmons Toyota, we've got excellent value and rock-bottom prices on Toyota's other quality vehicles like Camry, 4Runner, Corolla, and Tacoma. So come on down to Gene Simmons Toyota. After all, you got nothing to lose.
Has anybody heard that commercial? Unbelievable. And it's like a put on or something. We have to. I guess it's 9:15 on. It's probably a little late, but around this time of year, somebody's got to be at that dealership. I have to call this and just find out what the story is. I misdialed here. Let me try this. Dialing. Let's see if we get them.
You wanted the best, you got the best. The hottest car dealership in Newbridge, Gene Simmons Toyota. This is Chet. How can I help you?
Wow. I heard your radio commercial.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't sure if it was like, it just sounded almost, like weird, like too hard to believe. So there is a Gene Simmons Toyota?
Of course there is. What's your name, son?
My name's Tom.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you tonight?
What can I interest you in?
Well, I just was interested in some information about...
Solara?
About what?
A Solara or a Camry?
Actually more about the dealership. It was kind of interesting to me. Gene Simmons Toyota.
That's right.
And how long have you guys been there?
We opened on December 16th.
December 6th. So it's kind of... Was it always but the dealership opened, or just it became Gene Simmons?
No, I think there was a restaurant on this location. What was it called?
It had Butler in the title.
Oh, it was like a batter butler. It was
Batter Butler.
The Ye Old Burger Barn.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure. That was.
Ye Old Burger Barn.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Ye Old Burger Barn.
Yes.
So that was in the spot where you guys are now.
1235 Muffler Row. Yes.
Okay. So Gene Simmons. So what is your name again?
Pardon me?
What is your name again?
Chet Thompson.
Okay, and Chet, you've been working there for just.
Well, I'm the co-owner here,
Okay.
along with my partner, Gene Simmons.
Okay. Oh, so you're in business with Gene.
Exactly.
On it.
He's the co-owner.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
And I should tell you that we are in the middle of, like the ad said, in the middle of our 2003 Toyotathon.
Okay. And how's that going for you?
It's going well, and I should tell you right now that we only have 2 of the Tacoma double cabs left.
Okay.
So come on down and check that out. I think you'll like that. You sound like a kind of a rugged guy. Is that fair enough to say?
To a degree, yes. Absolutely. Yeah, sure.
Well, I think the Land Cruiser is right up your alley.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of not in the market for a new car right now, but
What are you driving right now?
right now,
Yes.
the Hyundai,
Pardon me?
a Hyundai Elantra.
A Hyundai.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't know they were still in business.
Yeah, they are. It's a pretty good car.
Okay. I swear by the double cab. I've got one of them in cherry. That's the color.
Okay.
And I think it. If I can say, and I hope you won't take offense to this, it takes a dump on the Hyundai.
Okay. I guess that's your opinion, but
Well,
good. It's I'm good for you guys, but I'm not looking for a new.
Hey, what's your name? I'm sorry.
Tom.
Tom, hold, please.
Okay. Wow. They got Kiss as the hold music.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
So what can I do you for?
I was just interested in the dealership. I mean, you guys are a week old.
Yes.
And Gene Simmons. That's, kind of exciting.
The God of Thunder, yes.
Yeah. So how did he get into the car business?
Well, I met Gene back at the Meadowlands, back on the Hot in the Shade tour, which was, I'm sure you'll know, was a non-makeup era show.
Sure, absolutely.
I believe it was 88, I think.
88
or 89.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working for the promoter at the time, and Gene and I got to talking, and we both just kind of hit it off. We had very similar lifestyles and kind of outlooks, that sort of thing. And
okay.
we kept in touch over the years, and around in the mid '90s, I had a video store that was pretty successful. That was actually taken away from me.
Taken away from you?
Yeah.
Why was it taken away from you?
Well, it was a franchise. It was a big name chain. I don't want to say the name.
Okay.
I'm actually legally precluded from saying the name. Anyway, the regional rep there, he said I was stealing dirty videos and selling them to high school kids at their homes after school.
Uh-huh. So you were accused of taking dirty videos from work?
From the store, yeah.
From the store.
Yes.
And selling them to high school kids.
At their homes after school.
At their homes. Were you doing that?
Hello?
I'm sorry, were you actually doing that?
Tom, I don't want to dredge up the past. This is a new era. This This is Gene Simmons Toyota, and I'm a very big part of that. And I the past is the past, and that's one thing Gene always says. He says he has so many great phrases he throws around. One, of course, is she had an opening and I had a stiff proposition. He also says, let the past be the past. So that's kind of how I see it.
Sure. So you're into the wisdom of.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So.
Anyway, you asked me how the whole thing started.
Yeah.
After the video business was taken away from me, I told Gene what had happened, and he called me and said, you know what? Why don't you run a business for me? And I've always been what we here in Newbridge call gearheads. You know, a gearhead.
Yeah.
Like a motorhead.
Yep.
And luckily my father-in-law has a dealership, a Toyota dealership in Tribridge.
Okay.
And he put in a good word with the higher-ups at Toyota.
Mm-hmm.
And I told Gene about it, and Gene said, I will totally back this. Let's have you take the ball with this, and let there be, Gene Simmons Toyota.
Okay, and so then things got rolling, and you guys are in business now.
We are. Hold, please. I'm sorry.
Sure.